guys, it's Erin and I'm here with a quick coloring video. And today I'm working in Tomislav Tomić's Zemlja snova, something like that. It's, I believe, Land of Dreams. And it's a Croatian coloring book that you can get imported, but it's rather expensive. There's a Dutch version coming out that'll be cheaper and it'll be on Book Depository, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, what I wanted to do was I wanted to show how I'm coloring the clouds in this part of the book. It's one of the first pages. It's like 2-3 pages in. Anyway, the idea is it's castles in the sky type of thing. So I thought that I would really make the clouds stand out, especially since I wanted to go with both dark and gray rocks for these spires. So what I did was I chose 2 colors of the water-soluble Neocolor 2s, and I did choose another one. I don't remember what color it is. It's just a bit lighter. I did that for the outside edges just so that they would stay this color, and I did it obviously before I decided to film this, so I'm sorry. It's probably fast orange. Honestly, that's probably what the color is, but it's a very, very light yellowish type orange. And then I took these 2 colors because they would blend really, really well into a sort of pinkish, purplish, orangey-ness. And I was getting some red tones as well, and it just turned out to be a very interesting blend. And here you can see me using my Kuretake fine watercolor brush, or water brush. And, you know, the very cool way that I use my hand to dry off my brush. And every once in a while, I will wipe on my hand just to... It's kind of like to wipe off the colors. You know, normal people use tissues or something like that. But I am very low-key, and I will just use my hand because, you know, what do I care if I'm colored? So, yeah, I end up with marks all over my hands every single day when I color. But you can see here I'm using very little water. Every once in a while you'll see just a teeny little pool of water, but there is absolutely no mark. There is no buckling. There's no nothing. You have to be very careful and very chill with your water. And the only water pen that I have found that lets me do this personally, you know, your mileage may vary, so don't get mad. But for me personally, I have been using the Kuretake water brushes for years. I know how they work, and I know how to manage the water completely perfectly with these. Any other water brush, I'm a complete mess. So, you know, it's half practice and half tool, but you know, it's the bad or lazy artist that blames his tools, right? So, so really, you just got to learn, right? You got to practice, and so that's what every single page is. It's just practice. But you can see me mixing and building, and the thing that I wanted with this, since it's a cloud, I'm really trying to get those delineations between the colors when they blend. I'm trying to get those marks. I'm not trying to be smooth like I did with the sky. The sky is showing weird on the camera, but it is pretty darn clear. And here you can see that I didn't get the depth of color that I wanted with the orange, so I'm just going in and adding. I'm taking from the crayon and I'm adding onto the places that I want to be just a little bit more pink and more saturated. And I like to color directly on the paper because you know, I'm used to it. I know how to get rid of all of those marks so there aren't ever any, you know, crayon marks or anything. But also because it's simple. So here, this is what you can do if you want to be really fussy. And this, like I said, this is a very expensive book. This was $31 when I got it on Amazon, so it's not cheap. And it was Prime, so I didn't have to pay to ship it, but it was still rather expensive. And so if you want to be fussy, if you want to be overly fussy, and I think with a book that costs this much, you know, might as well take the time, right? You can go in and even define more of these shapes. So you can see me smoothing out some of the places I want to smooth out. I'm adding different colors and blending that wasn't in there before, and I know you can't see it perfectly right now, but I'm going to give you a couple of pictures in a second, so don't worry about it. But you can see even with the light, you can see that it's adding more depth to this cloud while still keeping it fluffy, you know, because you want to maintain the fluffiness into these clouds because they are, what are they, cumulonimbus or something like that? I should have looked it up before I did this, but there, you can see it sort of there. And then you'll see it in just a second in the pictures. So this is just the cloud that I showed you. And then the next photo is going to be when I did the cloud above it. So you can see totally the difference right here. And anyway, I hope this helped, and thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.